Hey folks, Connor from Nice Wheels here, and today we're going to review one of our most popular new bikes at the shop. This is the OYAMA CX E8D version 2. So in this review we'll talk about some of the specs and features on this bike. We'll go through how to fold it, and most importantly talk about how it rides. So the CX E8D version 2 is a fully loaded commuter folding electric bike. You have a nicely integrated 36 volt 10 amp hour battery, good to get you at least 20 miles per charge, probably somewhere between 20 and 30 depending on how you're using it. Comes stock with a rack and fenders already, so you can definitely carry some cargo on your commute, and is powered by a 350 watt geared motor in the rear hub. The pedal assist on this bike is activated by a bottom bracket torque sensor, so it's extremely responsive to your pedaling. It'll basically kick in right away, but also stop immediately when you stop your pedal motion. So taking a closer look at the drivetrain on the bike, you have a nice and simple 8-speed Shimano Altis setup. Definitely one of the more common setups that's out on a lot of folding bikes and city bikes. Plenty of gear range to get you up all of the hills that you would encounter in your city, especially with the help of this powerful rear hub motor. Coming up to the handlebars, one of the greatest things about this bike is that it's equipped with Tektro Auriga hydraulic disc brakes. So you're going to get 160 millimeter rotors front and rear. So for a 20-inch folding bike, plenty of stopping power. This bike does get up and going pretty quickly, so it's definitely handy to have some really high quality brakes there for the stop and go riding that you'll encounter in the city. So taking a closer look at the display on the bike, you do have a very accurate battery meter here. It doesn't quite give you a percentage of charge, but you do have the voltage reading right beside the battery bar itself. So definitely going to give you a good sense of how much charge you have left on your ride. The set button lets you toggle through your trip distance as well as odometer miles that the bike has been ridden. And then you have these up and down arrows over here to toggle through your pedal assist modes. There are 8 of them. So definitely plenty of fine increments to really fine tune and get your battery conservation down to the level that you're comfortable with. You also have a power meter on the right hand side that's going to tell you how much power the motor is actually putting out while you're riding. And the unique thing about this is that when you do start riding, the display actually changes up to a different readout so that you have your speed as a larger number right in the middle of the screen. So going into the fold on this bike, you'll want to start by dropping the seat post down all the way. That's going to act as a stand once the bike is totally folded. Then next you're going to want to come to your handlebars and flatten these out. So once you have that down, you're going to want to come to your stem quick release here. So it's just one push of a button and pulling that lever down. And then you can bring those handlebars right off to the side of the bike here, and be sure to move any cables out of the way. Then you can come next to the main frame hinge and just pop that open. And the bike will fold directly in half with the handlebars between both wheels. So we'll have a closer look here at the in-frame battery. You do still get keys to remove it, so when you pop that in, turn it to the left, the battery will just slide right out of the frame. The connection point when you fold it is actually these 2 prongs here, so this is kind of communicating with the motor controller on the other half of the frame. So you do need to fold the bike if you want to take the battery out, but when you do take it out, you do have the ability to use it as a charger for your phone. You'd have a USB port on the side here, as well as a power button to turn the battery on and off, and then the charge port right beside that. Overall, the OYAMA CX E8D version 2 is one of the best value electric bikes that we have in the shop. At $18.99, you get a whole lot within that price point. Hydraulic disc brakes, torque sensing pedal assist, plenty of power in terms of the motor and battery capacity and the range. So not only is it a very high performance and utilitarian city commuting bike, but it's also going to be one of the better looking electric bikes out there with that sleek in-frame battery design. The Schwalbe Big Apple tires have been a very popular city tire for quite some time. Higher volume, lower pressure, so great for electric bikes in general, and especially good for a city like New York where you have to encounter some bumpy roads. Helps smooth out the ride quite a bit for those 20-inch wheels. Overall, if you're looking for a sleek city commuter bike, but need it to fold for storage, this is definitely one of the best folding electric bikes to look at. You get the sleek look, high performance, and plenty of quality parts on the OYAMA CX E8D version 2. Thanks so much for watching our OYAMA review. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, as well as turn on those notifications to let you know when we release new videos.